Hey guys, what's going on? Just been really busy, so I haven't been able to do these videos. But anyways, looking at the IBB, the iShares Nasdaq Biotech Index, and if you can see, look at this chart, you can see that this chart is on a roll since 2009, right? Go from here to here, over a 470% move to the upside. Pretty impressive, right? If you want to look at the S&P or the Dow, maybe close to 300% move to the upside. In addition to that, you have to look at some individual stocks in the Nasdaq IBB. If you look at REGN and I think BIAB, those stocks are on a tear. I think REGN, the stock that I'm shorting as a disclosure, I think that stock had, I don't know, I think it's a 1,500% move to the upside. I have to double check that to confirm that number, but since 2009. So you've seen these stocks on a roll. And last year I said that, hey, you know what? This seems like in a bubble. Doesn't mean that the bubble has topped or the prices have topped. But during that time I was just shorting the REGN and then I got out of it. And then next thing you know at the IBB, like right after I stopped shorting it, I think I waited 20, 30 more dollars on the REGN, or it went down 20 to $30 more, and I was kind of upset. But I'm glad I stopped shorting it because you could see the IBB index went up, biotech stocks went up. I think the REGN was up 30 some percent. Looking at the numbers on this chart, looks like the IBB index here is up 24%. So the REGN was up 33%, I believe. IBB up 24%-ish, while the market wasn't as hot as the biotech industry last year and the years before. Now, what other metrics am I looking at? Well, I showed a similar chart to this last year. It's just looking at the volume times the closing price of the stock. And as you can see over here, that in 2009, 2010, 2011, 2012, the volume and the close price, they really went nowhere. I mean, it fluctuated here and there, but you didn't see extraordinary moves like you did in 2013, where James Grant said, "Hey, this looks like a bubble." And even over here, the volume times the close, it's significantly higher than over here. So that being said, for a long-term perspective, I'm not talking about trading day in and day out, because I know traders have a different mentality than the buy and hold investor. But I'm just talking about the common Joe. He has his 401k, and he looks at his 401k statement once every month, right? This guy doesn't actively trade, just puts in money on a bi-weekly basis or twice a month, right, with his paycheck. Well, now the question remains, would someone be interested in putting money when the volume times are closed, and also with the market that has gone up 400 some percent with the IBB in the last 5, 6 years? And if you want to look at some individual stocks in that sector, it has gone up over tenfold, especially some of these cheaper stocks that no one's heard of or no one talks about. So the question is, if I'm looking at this, I'm a long-term investor. I see the volume times the close and also noting prices have gone up like crazy. Would I want to invest at these levels, right? And the question for me is, or the answer for me is, I wouldn't feel comfortable putting money in at this time in this sector. There could be a day where I will be. But when you see a huge run up like this, you know what? I tend to be on the sidelines, or right now, I just put on a position. I think early last week or 2 weeks ago, I don't remember when. I just put a short position for REGN, just as a disclosure again. So that's what I'm looking at. I don't know what you guys think about biotech sector. I know a lot of people don't talk about it because, hey, it's just biotechnology and drugs. When we're sick, you only think about biotechnology stocks or these companies. This is when you have a family member that's sick and needs to use those medication. So that's something. Now, what do you think, guys? I mean, the market continues to trend higher, right? Dow 18,200, biotech stocks continuing to go to the upside. Where do you think the market's headed? Where do you think biotech stocks are headed? Let me know, guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye.